Welcome back. It's a good old Friday night. Figure we'd do another little live tonight. I'm working on some rods tonight. I'll be working on rods, a couple different rods tonight. Y'all can join me, hang out, ask questions, talk about your fish you caught. It don't matter. I'm going to be on here building fishing rods. So, hope everybody's having a great Friday night. I'm having a pretty good night. Pretty good night so far. Pretty good night. We're working on this ugly stick, y'all. I'm going to put this black band I was talking about right here. Then we're going to put 2 bands down there. We're going to get this thing rolling a little bit. I have this rod ready to start putting epoxy on after tonight. So, yeah, we get rolling on this thing. Yeah, I'll try to pull it through there. I pull it through that sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But we'll get this thing, get it rolling. I'll get that thing right on it. Put a little piece on it, you know what I mean? Put a little piece on it. Palmetto Castaway. What's up, brother? You got your YouTube working, man? Did you get your YouTube working? That's awesome, brother. Kenny. I'm doing great. What's up, y'all? Welcome, y'all. Man, I'm glad y'all can make it. I'm just doing a little rod building, you know. Just doing a little ride building. Got the River Bro in the house. Superman. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Yo, I ended up getting copywritten last night. Remember I was talking about getting I was worried about getting copyrighted because I had the I had the music going. Well, yeah, I sure did. I got copyrighted, so righted, whatever you want to call it. Doing good. This is new. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, you know, going live on YouTube, it's a lot more boring over here, but it's more interesting kind of to some people. And this is how I got, man, I've gotten probably 35, 40 subscribers just this week on the live videos. And I just do this when I'm building rods. I don't do anything other. I just build rods on here. I just started doing this, though. It is new. I just started doing this. See how it works out. I'm going to put a black band right here. Boom, boom. Put a black band on it, y'all. You know what I mean. I'm going to slow roll this one up. Because I can't do 2 bands. I can only do 1, and I want it pretty tight. Because this is a slip reel seat. This slides forward, so it's got to be able to slide over this thread that I'm putting. This thicker thread up here is harder to get it over. It's hard to get over that, you know what I mean? We'll have to get that thing rolled up on there. Hopefully, we're going to put this on. Hopefully, this reel seat will slide over this thread. It ain't much thinner than that blue stuff, but it does slide over the blue stuff pretty good, so hopefully it will. We'll see. If not, I'm taking it right back off. If not, I'm going to take it right back off. What's up, Bob? Welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Nuggies, what's up? Welcome, y'all. Hope y'all are having a great Friday night. Hope y'all are having a great Friday night in here. How's my day going? It's going good. Now that I'm off work, I got the weekend to myself. I usually have my little pro staffer with me. He's taking the weekend off with his mother, so I'm going to be building fishing rods this weekend. It's supposed to be pretty cold here in South Carolina, so I'm going to be taking it easy this weekend, but got that work week over with. Been a cold last couple of days. Had me working wide open in the plumbing field because I don't build fishing rods for a living. You know what I mean? This fishing rod stuff, it ain't what makes the living. It's the plumbing that makes the living. This is a hobby. This is definitely a hobby. For me, it's Saturday. Okay, so where are you located at? It's Saturday in Australia. I know that right now. It's Saturday in Australia. Have you ever made a fly rod? I've never made a fly rod. I've made over 50 custom fishing rods, but I've never made a fly rod. I I ain't never made a fly rod, man. I guarantee I can, but I'd have to do a little research and watch a few videos because believe it or not, right here on YouTube is how I really learned how to do all this rod building stuff. You know what I mean? A couple of good tips from some awesome people, and other than that, I learned it all. I guarantee I watched 45 hours of rod building videos on YouTube before I ever built my first rod. Are you a parody of Jack Black? I'm never going to hear the end of that, man. No, but you know what? You're about the 500th person that's said that to me. Oh, Jack Black. We're going to go a little further. Y'all, I'm not sure I got to get this reel seat to come over this thread. Once we get done putting this thread on, I got to get the reel seat to come over it. You know what I mean? Brazil. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Well, I hope you're having a great Saturday then there. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I'm from India. Deborah, I can't read that name really. I'm sorry. It's kind of in a dark spot. India, that's awesome though. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's a nice crappie mount. That is a nice, thank you, thank you, thank you. That fish was caught in a local lake right here in South Carolina. Crappie, crappie, whatever you might call it. People call it different names. Crappie, crappie. You know what I mean? Caught over 110 with a fly fishing. That's awesome right there, Bob. That is awesome, man. Dude, fish in. What you doing? A bass fishing fanatic. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, you need to go watch them. You need to sub up. Y'all make sure y'all hit that sub button. Hey, man, you need to sub to the page and check out some of my videos, man. I fish for everything, but these last couple of years, I've been hitting the bass pretty hard. I've been tearing the bass up, learning how to really bass fish. I've always knew how to catch bass, or fish for bass, but learning how to catch them, I've just started doing that over the last couple of years. You know what I mean? Cool, same as it's probably 500 people asking me where Eve is. I hear you, Adam. Hey, I hear you, buddy. Yep, I hear that. That's awesome, though, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. I sub, bro. Appreciate that, man. Y'all, I'll check you out when you sub. I'll sub you back. But sometimes, again, I get a lot of people on the live a little bit sometimes. So if I don't sub you back up, check back in with me and remind me, y'all. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on here. I got a lot of stuff going on the social life. So stuff does slip my mind. So if I haven't subbed up with you, you know what I mean? Because I try to sub back everybody that subs me. And I'm just really getting going with this live stuff. I've always done lives on Facebook and other things, but not so much on the YouTube. All right, we're going to pull this through. This is the critical part. Yee. Cut this tail off. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. What's your goal for subs this year? My goal for subs this year on 2000, if I can get to about 10,000 subs, I'm just getting going on this. If I can get to 10,000 subs before New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, 2027, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Palmetto subscribe. Appreciate that, River, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the sub. What's your personal best? What are we talking about, man? The biggest fish I've ever caught in my life is a 45-pound blue cat. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught. Is a blue cat as far as fish goes. You know what I mean? Crappie would probably be about maybe a 2-pounder. Bass is probably about 5 pounds. I'm trying to hit that 6 mark on a bass. About 6-ish. I've gotten about a 5-pound bass. You know what I mean? That's about the main fish I fish for around here. Brim, I've never really weighed the brim. I've caught some pretty good sized brim, but the biggest fish I've caught is a 45-pound blue cat right here in a local lake. Hey, bud, hope all is well. What's up, Joshua, man? What's up? What's up? Y'all, there's a lot of comments going on right now. I'm trying to keep up with the man do this right here, y'all. If I missed you, let me know. Would your parents happen to be Jack Black and Christy Black? Respect you for acting. Here's another Jack Black comment. Hey, partner, seems cool from Brazil. Say via Corinthians. Man, that's hard to say right there. That's hard to say right there. You must live near a lake. I got a river that's about 4 miles from me, and I got a lake that's about 12 miles from me. So I'm pretty blessed actually to be that, you know. Y'all, we just put some thread on this. I'll show y'all this rod right here. We just put this thread on it. I'm putting this black band right here. Now what we got to do is, this is a slip reel seat. I'm gonna hope this reel seat right here will slide over that pretty easy. Oh, look at that. I'm glad it's doing that. There we go. That'll work perfect. Slide forward on that. That's the reel seat on it. Boom. Slides forward. I wasn't sure if it was going to go over the thread. I don't want to mess this blue thread up. That black thread, I'm not going to be so worried about. That black thread I just put on there, but it's sliding over it perfect, just like I want it to. Just like I want it to. Heck yeah, y'all check that thing out right there. That's an ugly stick that I'm doing a remodel on. Boom, it's got a nice marble job on it right there. Here comes the chat bomb. The fishing rod. Chat bomb. There ain't no telling what's going to be in this chat right here, y'all. That thing's pretty sweet. It's got a nice marble job on it. Boom. And it's a 2-piece, you know what I mean? So you just take this thing right here and you put it in 2 pieces. Boom. Carry that thing around with you where you want to go. It's only a 5-foot rod. But it's an ultra light with a real sensitive tip. It's real nice. It's got a real nice tip on it. So, I mean, that thing right there. This rod's about 25 years old. It's about 25 years old. I got it when I was about 20. I'm up there in the 40s now, y'all. And we're giving this thing a remodel right now. The School of Fish. The School of Fish rock. I got you. I get it now. I got you now, Adam. Finally found my type of channel. Man, sub up to the channel, man. Y'all, I've been on YouTube here for just, you know, on these lives really for the last couple of weeks. There's some wild stuff out here. There's some wild stuff out here. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though. This is a nice rod. What we're going to do, we're going to turn this thing back here. Y'all see on the guides, I got some nice thread work on them with some silver. We got these last 2 guides. We're going to put some silver accents like this on it real quick. And then we're going to put some color preserver on this thing. After that, all we got to do is put some epoxy on it. We'll be able to get it right. This is my hand wrapper right here, y'all. Every rod I've ever built, I've hand wrapped on this hand wrapper right here that you're looking at. This one only. Get y'all over here a little bit out of my light. It's my YouTube light. That's what it's called, a YouTube light. It's supposed to take 10 years off and 30 pounds. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. I'm going to steal your fishing rods, bro. Man, I hear you. I hear that. They're nice rods, man. They're nice rods. I'll take that as a compliment, bro. I'll take that as a compliment. Y'all give me just a second. Let me grab me another band to put on here. There we go. My hair bands I'll put on this thing. Like I said, I'm going to put 2 silver bands on there real quick. Once I do that, this rod will be ready to have a color preserver put on it. Which all that is it seals the threads so they don't come apart, so it holds the color. So that epoxy looks real nice on it when you put it on there. 2 fish 5 a day, 40 a month. Man. Hey, there was a couple of times this river right here that I live near runs all the way to the coast. You can get all the way to the coast from the river that's down the road from my house in the East Coast, old Atlantic over there. And the stripers run up that thing. And I'm going to tell you what, it ain't nothing to catch 20 or 30 fish in one day. And when I say day, I'm talking about from daylight for about 3 hours, catch about 20 or 30 fish. But that's only when they're running, chasing the spawn, coming up the river. I'll be right back. But it's got to be when they're running up that river. If they ain't running up that river, you won't do a whole lot of good. You won't do a whole lot of good. Water World, Jack Black. That's a rolling Water World. I hear that. That's unreal. How many fishing rods do I need to catch that? Man, shit. If anybody fishes a river or waterway whenever stripers are running or anything like that, you already know. I mean, man. Casting one after another, catching a fish every other cast. You know what I mean? It's basically how it is. That's nice. Oh. Welcome back. What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining me on a Friday night. Y'all could be out there getting in trouble. Y'all could be out there getting in trouble, doing bad things, but instead you're in here watching Awesome Live on YouTube. I'm proud of y'all. A study in 2008 found that wearing... Oh, I hear you. Fun facts. Fun facts. Are they good eating? Striper's all right. You got to cut that red meat out. If you know about it, there's red meat. There's a red line right there in striper, just like in a lot of fish. If you get that red line out of there, man, it's getting a little bit chilly back here. If you get that red line out of the meat, they're pretty tasty, man. They're not my favorite, by no means. Striper's not my favorite, but they're good eating. They're good eating. They ain't great eating. If you ask me, it's not good like, some crappie or walleye or saltwater fish, which a striper is a saltwater fish, but if you're gonna, it's on the bottom of my list of saltwater fish. The advice guy. What's up? What's up? Welcome, man. Welcome. Hope you're doing good tonight. I'm in the club watching you. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure I got this thing down here. Y'all, this thing is so... Got to watch this rod right here. Watch this thing right here. I don't want this thing to snap in half on me. I don't need that. It's already... Oh, we're going to get a couple of bulls on it there. Got to pull that off. Let's see here. All I'm doing is putting 2 bands on this guide and that guide. Make this thing pop a little bit. You know what I mean? These silver metallic bands. It's amazing how much they'll change the rod. How different they'll make them look. And this is tedious work. It's kind of annoying. Thread work is my least favorite part. But it's got to be done. Oh, I'm fixing to unspool my thread. I'm almost at the end of this thread anyway. I got to make me a trip to Hobby Lobby. It's one of my favorite stores since I started rod building, is Hobby Lobby. For thread and powder pigment. All right, we got to pull this through right here. I don't like doing this either. There we go. There we go. USA. That's right. I'm right here in South Carolina, USA. I just told the DJ to turn the music off and the whole club gather around me watching you. That's, hey. Hey. Man. Man, I'll sub to your page if you can prove that to me. I'll sub to your page. I'll sub to your page and send you $10 cash app if you can prove that to me, bro. Oh man, that's good stuff right there. Doing pretty well so far today. Josh, hope you well. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Palmetto and Josh. Hope y'all are doing good. That's my Facebook. That's my Facebook fam right there. Joining us, my Facebook fam. Y'all, if you're in here and you said something to me and you made a comment and you think I ignored you, I probably did. Nah. Repeat yourself because I probably missed it. So I ain't rude like that. I ain't trying to be rude or nothing. If you got a comment or something, you ask a question. If you want to, I don't mind answering questions about rod building, but sometimes I miss stuff on here. Scoot down. Scoot down. Sometimes I miss stuff on here, though. What kind of rod are you building? A 5-foot ultralight right now. It's a 5-foot ultralight spinning rod. When I get done putting this band on right here, I'll pull it off and show it to y'all. We're going to put it on the spinner when I do that. And we're going to put some color preserver on it. I used to work in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Man, that's about Fort Mill. What's that? Palmetto, what's that? About 40? That's about 45 minutes from me, probably. An hour. No more than an hour from me. Where I'm at. Have you tried to challenge Satan with the best throw in the world with the pole of destiny? Nah, man, I ain't gonna say that much. If you go back on this channel right here, you watch a little ways back, I built a fishing rod that was so light, you can't even hold on to it. You'll throw it in the river. And when I threw it in the river, that bad boy floated. Just started floating down the river. Jumped in there and grabbed it. Pulled it back out. And y'all know fishermen don't lie. So, you know it ain't a lie. You know it ain't a lie because fishermen don't lie. I ain't never met a fisherman that lied. 18 in the chat. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. My favorite fish to eat is salmon. Hey, that's on my list right there too. I like salmon. I like salmon, but salmon, whatever you want to call it. But it's hard to get around here. If you want it around here, you got to buy it from the store. Which I don't hate on that. I just rather catch it fresh. But around here, there ain't no salmon. Ain't no salmon around here in South Carolina. Salmon. There might be. We got mountains here, but not in my area. So if I want it, I got to go to the store and buy it or order it, something like that. Or I got to take a long, good trip and go fish it myself. Fort Mill's about an hour away. That's what I thought. Boom, boom. Light switches. Wahala SC. Fish. That's where I want to, man. I'll tell you what. If I could choose somewhere, is that where you live, man? If I could choose to live somewhere, it'd be up in that area. It's about 3 hours from me. If I could move somewhere, it'd be up there in that area right there, man. Travelers, is it Travelers Rest? I think it's Travelers Rest up that area. Shoot, I'd love to live up there. Because you're still only about you're about 5 hours from the beach. You know what I mean? I live in the middle of South Carolina, so I'm pretty lucky. I'm a couple hours from the mountains. I'm a couple hours from the beach. Or, as I call it, the fishery. I don't go to the ocean to go to the beach. I go to the ocean to fish. You know what I'm saying? You send the old lady and the kids down there to the beach, and you go do the fishing. That's how I do it. Ugh. Walleye. I like walleye. Walleye's good eating. Lake Erie. Shoot, man, I'd love to fish in Lake Erie. I've been to Lake Michigan. I've never been to Lake Erie. I take it you like fishing. How'd you guess? How'd you guess that, man? I've been trying to keep that a secret. I'm not doing a very good job. There we go. Pull that one. I knew this one was going to be tragic. I don't like it. Not my favorite. I might be able to use the varnishing tool on it. I'll be able to get it with this varnishing tool. It's probably going to come off. It's probably just going to fly off. BigSrod's the River Bro. That's right. Travelers Rest. That's right. That's what it is. The River Bro. I'm 30 minutes west of Charlotte, North Carolina. That's awesome. That's awesome right there. That's awesome. So you're about an hour and a half from me. You're about an hour and a half from where I'm at. Right here. You about an hour and a half from me. I'm not putting no thread on the end of this rod because I don't want to mess up the sensitivity on it. It's got an awesome sensitivity. Tip on it's real nice. It's one of the reasons it's one of the main reasons I enjoyed the rod. I'm going to take this hand wrapper and move it. That's it right there, y'all. It's got the little bitty silver right there. Boom, boom. Silver. Accents on the guides. It's got the nice marble. Silver, silver, silver. I wanted to put some silver right here, but this will grab it. It won't work right on that silver. I already know it. So, you know what I mean? We're going to pull this hand wrapper out of the way, y'all. And I'm going to set this up for my dryer so I can get my color preserver on this thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. I might be able to use this. I might be able to use this dryer right here. Might be able to use that dryer. 27 in chat. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I appreciate y'all joining me on a Friday night. Do lots of fishing in Lake Norman. I'd like to go up there and do some fishing in Lake Norman. I've never been fishing in Lake Norman. That's a good little haul for me. I'm guessing up that way. It's up above Charlotte, like you're saying up there. That's probably about that's a good 2 hours for me. It'd take me probably about 2 hours to get there. I don't mind traveling to go do some fishing, though. I'll travel to do some fishing. You know what I'm saying? I go through misery to get a bite. I go through misery to get a bite. Day and night. Laser engraved patch hat. I make those. Please continue, sir. Man, that's awesome, brother. Give me a sub up to the page. I'll sub you back. Shoot me a message, man. Might need you to make me a few if your price is right, brother. I might get you to make me a few. Crappie rod. That's what I use this rod for. I use this rod. It's not a long one. It's a short 5 foot, but it's awesome for crappie brim. That's what it is. It's my crappie brim buster because I can bust that bad boy in half. You know what I'm saying? And I can take off, you know what I'm saying, through the trees and stuff, getting through all that, you know, when you getting tangled up, and I just tuck it under my arm. You know what I mean? Chasing them brim and crappie down the creek. Slap it back together. It's only 5 foot. It's an ultralight. This thing, I'm putting a nice makeover on it. I'm gonna put some color preserver on here, y'all. All it does is seal my threads, so when I put this epoxy on here and stuff, that thing keeps this nice color right there. Do you make them for yourself or do you sell? I've sold quite a few. It's more of a hobby than a business because I don't have nowhere near the time to make it a business, you know what I mean? But, I mean, if I can get caught up, I'm about 4 rods, back right now. So it'll take me probably about 2 months before I could even start another rod. About 2 months. But if someone's serious about getting a rod made, and they ain't trying to bull jive me like a lot of people do, there ain't no one in here, you know, no offense to nobody, but if somebody's serious about it, I can, you know, we can talk. Are you an atheist? No, sir. I'm a God-fearing Christian. What are you catching in the water time? And what are you fishing for in the warmer months? What am I catching in the wintertime? Man, I'll be honest, I done hung up my rod for a few months here. Do a lot of duck hunting in the winter. So I kind of switch over to do my duck hunting in the wintertime when it gets real cold like this. And I don't have a lot of patience. So, you know what I mean? I have a few techniques. I can catch them pretty good. But right now, I mean, it was 18 degrees last night. You know what I mean? Tonight, I think it's supposed to get down to the 20s again. So, and it don't get cold enough to do no ice fishing here in South Carolina. So really, it's pretty slow. But in the summertime, man, I use everything from flukes to crankbaits and spinner baits and everything under the sun to catch fish. Here in South Carolina, we're fortunate enough in our waters that, I mean, we got clear water, we got dirty water, we got muddy water, we got it all together. It changes. It goes back and forth, back and forth. We got a lot of hydro dams coming through here and stuff. The water's always moving and always, you know, it'll settle down. And so it changes so much. You can about, at the right time of year, and especially in the summertime, you can throw about anything out there and catch fish. Just got to toss it and let it go. Best rod money can buy. That's right, Palmetto. Where in the world are you from? That accent, cuz. Right here in South Carolina. Right here in South Carolina, my man. That's great. Border stuff. 20 foot. Decent. Hanging and moving a boat. Decent rod that can hang and be moving a boat in the Ozarks. Man, you're in the Ozarks? Where you at? You in Missouri? Are you in Missouri, man? Or something like that? In the Ozarks, man. Hit me a DM, man. I don't even know if you can you message people on YouTube? I don't even know if you can or not, man. I'm from the UK. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Moonshine, man. I used to have me a couple of drinks every now and then. I haven't been much of a drinker in the last 15 years. About ever since I had my son. Ever since I had my little fishing buddy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use some of this stuff right here. It's called a color preserver. It looks white. All it does is seal this thread. We're gonna put it on the thread. Ooh, and a nice seal for it. That way too, when you put that, say if I don't get back to this for a couple of weeks and I don't put epoxy on it, when I put this thread seal on it, it seals it up pretty good. And you ain't gotta worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Coming off. That South Carolina accent, that's right. Just kidding, man. Hey, man, you're good, man. You're good, man. It's all good and it's all fun and games anyway. That's what all life is good fun and games, man. A little bit of seriousness every now and then. Tessa, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good this Friday. Seem like a very man. Heck yeah, man. I'm down there, man. I'm pretty humble, man. It takes a lot to make me mad. And I've done been on this social media thing. Whoo. You got a lot of people that are soft too. So, you know what I mean? You probably aggravate a lot of people. No offense, you know what I mean? But because it's easy nowadays to ruffle some people's feathers. But I got you, man. It's all fun and games, man. It ain't no problem. Do you do any fly stuff? I need to start doing fly fishing stuff because a lot of people ask about that. And I haven't done no fly rods. This is moving too slow. I haven't done no fly rods, but I might need to start doing some. If y'all are interested in some hand-tied jigs, my man, he doesn't do flies, but he does some nice jigs and stuff. Hand-tied jigs is Palmetto Castaway. He's right there in the chat right now. He's in here with us. That's my river bro. He lives across the river that I fish on all the time. So, y'all, I hate to do this to y'all, but I'm going to have to hook up this other dryer. It's a lot faster, but it's a lot louder. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. It's kind of annoying, but don't worry. After a few minutes, you won't even hear it anymore. Take it from me. This thing's moving way too slow, y'all. I got to speed it up some. I got to speed it up a little bit. I got way too much energy for all that. That one I usually use just for drying. But this one right here makes some noise. This is like when you put the exhaust on it. David is a fabulous person, does some awesome work, produces some stuff. Clifford, I disagree there, bro. It's all right, man. Hey, we can disagree and still be cool. We can still be buddies. Howdy from Lake Fort, Texas. Big bass capital of the world. That's what I'm talking about, man. Lake Fort's nice, man. I was born in Texas. Raised half my life in Oklahoma. Then I moved up here to South Carolina, where I reside now. Y'all, the chat get wild in here. Chat gets wild in here. YouTube chat gets wild. Y'all, like I said, it gets a little loud. This one right here got a little exhaust on it, so y'all just bear with me for a minute. It's not overbearing, like you can still hear me talk, but it goes a lot faster. I ain't got time for that all night. We'll be on here putting color preserver on for until midnight. He said, not the world of Texas. Someone just called it. I have a lot of crazy dreams. Did I have a dream? Didn't somebody just catch a big old huge bass, but it wasn't here in, like in Mexico or something? Didn't somebody just set a record in Mexico for a world record? I might be wrong about that. I might be totally wrong about that, but I thought I seen that. I could have dreamt that. I dreamed that. Do a lot of dreaming about fishing and stuff like that. Believe me. Y'all can bet on that. He said overrated. I fish it. Never been the same. That's right, Palmetto. That's right, Palmetto. The old Palmetto Castaway. Y'all check out Palmetto Castaway too. That man is awesome. Y'all can check me out on Facebook. I go live on Facebook. Got a little Facebook page going as well. TikTok. I ain't on Instagram much. I don't do much of that. X either. I think I got an account on there, but I don't really get on it. Kind of like Instagram. I don't really get on it. I mainly get on Facebook, but I'm going to start getting on YouTube quite a bit here. Bet he doesn't even know where it is. Might be right. You might be right. Emory, Texas. Emory, Texas. There we go. I was born in Corpus Christi, down there on the Gulf. Down on the Gulf, yes sir. Yes sir, down on the Gulf. I was born on the Gulf and I ain't never fished it. But you can bet when them lottery numbers hit, you'll see my white butt coming by on a big old, like what is it, sport fishers? Yeah, it's gonna be me. With a big ass rod on the side of it. When the numbers hit, Tessa's got some of Palmetto's hand-tied jigs. He does awesome with those. Mr. Tin Ball said he fished it with Jerry Dean. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, trying to get hung up here. Y'all wondering what I'm doing? I'm putting color preserver on here. It's going to keep the nice color of this thread. It'll darken it up a little bit. It'll darken it up a good little bit, but if you don't put this on, sometimes when you go to put the epoxy on, it'll seep down through the thread. And it'll make it look ugly. And that's the last thing you want. Tesla should make fishing boats. I don't know. They already got electric boats. They already got electric boats now. They're not Tesla, but they got electric powered boats. I don't know nothing about that. I got a 25 Nissan 2-stroke on the back of my 14-foot John boat. Done caught more fish than any of y'all in the chat. I done pulled more fish out of that 14-foot John boat than any of y'all in the chat could ever dream of. Yeah. Although that might not be true. It might not be true. I've caught a lot of fish out of it. I've caught a lot of fish out of it. You put a lot of work into the rods. Man, I don't, I used to stress myself out on these rods, but I don't put a crazy amount of work into it, man. I do it when I'm bored. I do it when I got time. We stay pretty busy with wrestling, and my son wrestles. And he loves to do schoolwork. So we have a lot of, when I get time to do this, I do it. In the wintertime, I get a little more time to do rod building because I don't do as much fishing. I do a lot of fishing. 2-stroke live. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Electric boats, more seen. Point knows when you don't have to. Yeah. There's no. That's right. That's right. Hey, I don't like how loud my boat is. If my boat can be quiet, I'd like it. I ain't against it. I'm not against it or nothing. If I could have an electric boat, man, but then, you know, if it's electric, it costs a lot. I've had my 2-stroke for a long time now. I'm not a big fan of the electric, but I get what you're saying. Superman's the better fisherman. Superman's pro staff over there at Rockin' P Jigs and Outdoors. Y'all use Rock 10 over there. You can get a 10% discount from my man Kenny Rusher in the chat. Oh, I've got a boat and 2 yaks. That's what I'm talking about. I got a yak too, brother. I got 2 yaks because my son's got a yak. But I got a 12-foot Ascend T8. T30. T something. I can't remember what model now. It's a nice fishing kayak. But yeah, I hear you, man. I'm the same way. Between my John boat and my kayak, I'm pretty unstoppable out there. You say Superman. Yeah, man, I got a fella in the chat right now we call Superman. We got a fella in the chat right now. Awesome fella we call Superman. Woo-wee. Thank you for the shout out. You're welcome. Front and center, sir. He said, I'm Superman #1. #1. We're going to dry this out a little bit. Y'all excuse the noise for a minute. Where's my cord at? I fish Lake Hartwell in the yak. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all need to sub. If you're in here, sub up to the page. Y'all hit that sub button. If you like to do a lot of fishing around South Carolina, hit me up. Hit me up. Me and old Palmetto come down and visit y'all sometime. I'd love to be shown around Lake Hartwell and Norman. I'd love to come up to y'all, show me your fishing holes and stuff. I mean, show me around. Oh, shoot. I'm kidding. I ain't lying, though. I'd love to fish, you know. We all fish in the same chain of lakes. The Hartwell's different, though. Norman's right up the road. Norman's right up the road. It's for hair. Yeah. Keep it away from my hair. I gotta keep it away from my hair to burn it. I'm putting a little bit of heat on this, though, y'all. Y'all see it. It'll turn from white. Y'all's probably looking at that saying, that's ugly. Look at that stuff. Well, look at that white in here. When it dries clear. I'll show it to you in a minute. It looks good when it dries. It's got a nice shine to it. When you put the epoxy on it, it really shines. My fishing holes are so secret that fish don't even know about them. I hear you, Palmetto. I hear you, brother. Ooh-wee. That thing's looking shiny now. We got 1, 2, 3. 3 more guides down here to do on this, and then we're gonna wrap this rod up. I'm gonna put it up there and let it dry for a little bit. Because all we got left to do is put epoxy on it. I'll show it off to y'all real quick. Show y'all what it looks like before I put it back up there, though. Then I'm going to pull another rod down, and we're going to put some more of this on another rod. Then I'm going to get another rod down here in a little bit, and I'm going to do some epoxy on it. So, if you're interested in that stuff, and you ain't doing nothing, that's the agenda tonight. Will we make it there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we'll make it that far. I did some saltwater fishing in South and North Carolina. It's a pretty place. Yeah, it is, man. We got some awesome waters up here. We do. I'm fortunate I can fish. You know, I got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Within an hour from me, I got 7 or 8 nice fishing bodies of water, you know. Couple of rivers. I'm really right here in South Carolina where I live at. Like I said, it's awesome. I can drive a couple hours one way, and I'll be on the Atlantic coast fishing for saltwater. You know, I can go the other direction a couple hours, and I'll be in the mountains fishing in the streams and the creeks. No. And luckily, I'm nestled right in the middle and still, you know, surrounded by a lot of bodies of water. Lots of bodies of water. Lots of bodies of water. Thump 'em soft plastic in the house. Awesome bait. Another awesome bait maker right there. What's up, Thump 'em? What's up, Thump 'em soft plastic? Are you from Central Africa Republic? No, I'm not. I am not. I'm from South Carolina, USA. South Carolina, USA. Y'all see how it makes that thing look? No? Look at that. That thing's nice and shiny now. Whee. Compared to that, I mean, it's you can see the shine on that now. It's not wet anymore. It's dried. That's right there. It's not completely dry, but it's almost it'll get hard as a rock almost. Puts a nice gloss on it. That way the epoxy can't get down in it. You can see the difference. You see how that one's dull still? You don't get quite the shine on it. That one's got a nice shine on it. That one's got a nice shine on it. Josh said, what's up, Dan? Awesome bait maker in the house. So Thump 'em soft plastic. Make sure y'all check that man out. Sub him up as well, y'all. He makes awesome baits up there in Michigan. Man's rocking it out over there. Man's rocking it out over there. All right, y'all. We're going to put one more. Oh! We're going to do 2 more of these. Okay, I lied. It's 3 more. But either way, it'll be good. We're going to make a little more noise. Hope that ain't too loud, you know. Hope that ain't too loud for y'all, but hey, I got to do what I got to do right here, you know. Y'all don't know how long I'm going to be on here. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. I know I'm going to put the epoxy on this, or not the epoxy. I got to put epoxy on a rod. Awesome subscribers rod. I'm putting another coat of epoxy on the subscribers rod tonight, too. I hope we might make it today. I don't know if I'll do that on the live tonight yet. I'm not sure yet, but I plan on it. Plan on doing it tonight at least, and I ain't got no reason not to hang out with y'all on here and chat for a little while. You know what I mean? Just swinging in to say hi. Rod looks awesome. See you fellas tomorrow night. Man, we'll see you, Dan. Appreciate you jumping in, brother. Appreciate it, man. And also support me. Hey, Dan, before you get off here, I missed your call today, and I just thought about it. I didn't call you back. Sorry. I'll call you tomorrow, brother. Well, I know. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I meant to call you the other day, but it's been a busy week. But I did see your call. I ignored it, and asked Palmetto. I'm good at that. I'll give you a holler tomorrow, brother. Though, have a great night, man. You probably got to get to making some baits, making some of them awesome baits over there in Michigan. Have a good night, brother. I'll give you a call tomorrow. I built and repaired a couple of rods just to see if I could do it. Use the kit. Hey, man. Hey. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. That's how I started. Little starter kit. You know what I mean? And use the parts and stuff out of it to do it. Little starter kit from Mud Hole here. If you're wondering where you can get some, pretty affordable rod building stuff, it's a website called Mud Hole. They're out of Florida. They sell a good little bit of stuff. They got starter kits. They got first-time rod builder starter kits. They got rod kits. They got all kinds of stuff where you just got to, you know, hit one button and order it, and they'll send you everything you need to start rod building. They'll even send you a how-to video. No worries, bro. Been super busy also. I got you, man. Got to work early in the morning. I get out at 3. I got you, bro. I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon. Sometime late afternoon, brother. Appreciate you jumping in here, my man. Have a great night. Have a great night, my man. Now, I'm out of the screen right now, y'all. So I'm sorry. I'm just going to put a little epoxy on this one. A little bit of epoxy. This helps seal these threads too, y'all, so it don't go haywire on you while it sits up there if you don't get to it. But I'll probably be epoxying this rod tomorrow night, I would imagine. I'd imagine. I like studying the science of rod making. Man, you can get it down to a science. You can definitely get it down to a science. I'll tell you what you can get down to a science is doing some of that thread work. When you start doing some thread work, you know what I mean? And you start doing some cross wraps and stuff, like that's a real light cross wrap. That cross wrap right there ain't nothing. I mean, it's a nice one, but I can put your face. They take a picture of your face, put it in the computer and all that stuff. And it'll give me a formula and everything how to put your face on a rod blank with thread. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's beautiful. That is sweet right there. That's a chevron cross wrap. That's a pretty light one. That didn't take long. But that one probably took, to do that whole, what you just seen, 6 inches. I want to say that took me about 2.5 hours to do that. To do that chevron wrap right there. Donald, you look exactly like LL Cool J. Hey man, appreciate that. Are you worried about the wrap? No. Not where it's at. It's down. Being down here by this is the foregrip and stuff and the real seat. Being so far down here, I don't like to go here's my rule is the thumb kind of is the action won't be affected if you stay behind the first guide. Your initial guide that comes off your real seat and all, the initial guide up here is going to be like, that's the point where you're going to have action resistance, you know what I mean? Like your power lies all in the bone of the rod right there. So you're not going to change that. It's hard to change the power of it. Your action, like you're talking about, like the sensitivity and how it's going to react to a bite, if you stay behind that first guide, you typically, unless it's an ultralight rod, if you get into ultralight rods like I'm working with now, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But it's not on a that's a medium, moderate action rod. You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? If you get into more sensitive rods, you know, I don't like doing cross wraps on anything below a light rod. If it's a light rod or below, I don't like doing that. When I do light rods and below, I'll do marbling, and I'll do the same rule of keeping it behind the first guide. But I don't like, as far as when it gets down to the blank right here, I don't like to do nothing but a little bit of thread work like I'm doing on this one. The minimal amount of thread and the minimal amount of epoxy you can put on it to make it efficient and look good. Definitely an art form. New sub. Hey, appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate that sub, man. There's an art to it. You're right. You're exactly right. There's an art to it, my man. There's an art to it, especially when you get into the thread work, doing some of the, y'all, it's endless. It's endless what you can get into as far as thread work and you know, hydro dipping. I'm gonna start hydro dipping some reel seats of my own. Doing some nice hydro dipped reel seats. I can show y'all one here in a little bit. Got a hydro dip reel seat now. I didn't do it, but it's got an American flag on it. It's pretty nice. Alright, let's turn that noise off for a minute. We're getting ready to put this up on the rack up here on the dryer. Give y'all another nice look at that. It's got a fish scale shrink wrap for your grips. If your grips are falling apart, everybody, Amazon, you can buy these things for cheap. Different sizes. Make your grips look real nice. You know what I mean? This is a 5-foot ultra light. It's sweet. Got a nice marble job on it. Metallic. We got them nice metallic silver accents on it. Boom, boom, boom. I think it's sweet. 5-foot 2-piece. Break it in half. You know what I mean? That's a nice little travel ride, all that and everything. I'll be doing some traveling this summer. You can guarantee that rod will be behind the seat. Looks super sweet. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Pretty. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, next what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this one off because this one's getting ready to get shipped off. This one is well due. This is a rod I'm building for somebody that lives in Montana. There's a lot of trout fishing. This is a light. I think I cut it down. It might be 7 foot, but I think it's 6.5 foot because he wanted it 6.5 foot for the fishing he was doing. It's got a nice marble job on it too, y'all. Red, white, and blue theme. I'm getting ready. I'll probably do it on here. I'm not sure in the next couple of days maybe. I got to put a decal on right here, and I got to put a decal on right here. Show y'all how that's done. But tonight, what I'm going to do is the same thing we just did to that rod real quick. I'm going to bore y'all a little longer talking crap about fishing and rod building. And we're going to put I'm going to throw a little bit of the same stuff on here because I got to get this one done. I got to get that one done. Got to get that one done. Pull it up. Also, when I hit that lottery like I'm talking about, everybody, when I hit that lottery like I've been talking about, we're going to, I'm going to upgrade this spin shop right here where all this magic happens at. I'm going to upgrade it. What's your favorite you have ever done? My favorite custom fishing rod I've ever done. Yeah, you do. I'm waiting for it. My favorite fishing rod I've ever done. My most favorite fishing rod I've ever done is the first fishing rod that I ever did in custom rod building. I built it for my son. And I took an old rod of mine and I tore it down and I rebuilt it. It's a cat fishing rod, spinning rod. That's my favorite rod that I've ever done. You know what I mean? I don't fish it a lot because it's my son's and we do cat fishing with it mainly. But it is a real nice rod. And you've seen it before, I think, Palmetto. I got it rigged up back here. This ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but it has a nice chevron wrap on it too. Ooh, with a real pretty under wrap. Or not an under wrap, but a marble underneath it. And all I did was strip this thing down. I think you've seen it before, Palmetto. And I built this fishing rod up for my son. I even put his name down there. It's got a little dirt on it. I put his name right there on the rod. But yeah, this is my most favorite rod because of the details and because like emotional kind of wise, you know. Because that's the first custom rod. That's the first custom rod I ever did. And I stripped, it was an old rod that I had. I stripped all the stuff off it and rebuilt it up like that. That's my favorite rod right there. That rod is my most favorite. Now, as of right now, my most favorite rod to use that I've built is the slime rod, my green rod. It's out in the boat. You know what I'm talking about. The light rod. It's a medium, but it's light. Joshua said he loves that one. Man, I appreciate that, man. That one's my favorite rod because that's the first rod I ever done. Yada yada, you know all that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But y'all, when I build these rods, I get them just a blank. I do all my grips. When I start a grip, it looks like this. This is what my grips look like. I ream them out to the size of the blank that I got. Cut them down. I got a homemade lathe over there. One night I'm gonna show y'all my homemade lathe over there that I do, that I sand these on. It's pretty cool, you know what I mean. But that'll be for another night. But I cut these down. I sand them. I polish them, get them real nice, and put them on there. You know. Whenever I get them broad from the start to the end, it's all in pieces. I get the guides, I get the grips, I get the reel seat, I get the blank. It starts from the ground up. It starts from the ground up. Now I do like on that other rod. I do that one for Cameron and the other one. I do sometimes take old rods and strip them down and give them a remake. You know what I mean? A remodel, as you'd say. Because sometimes it's just time to do that. And when you build custom fishing rods for a hobby, you got that luxury of taking an old rod and making it look new again. So I got quite a few rods back here that I'm refreshing. A couple of catfish rods I need to get on the ball and get done with. Old cat masters and stuff. Some old cat masters that I'm remodeling, getting ready for this summer. I'm gonna do a lot more catfishing this summer. I hit the bass fishing real hard this year. I'm gonna do some catfishing this coming up summer. But I gotta get my lights on my boat and get that thing right, set up how I want it, because boy, it's too hot and there's too many weekend warriors out there on that lake for me during the Saturdays and Sundays. I gotta hit it first thing in the morning or late at night. Love that one. Appreciate that, Josh. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Mr. Timbo. You definitely make the nicest rods. Amazing work. Gotta run. Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, pal Metal, man. We'll catch you tomorrow. We'll catch you tomorrow, River Bro. Appreciate you, man. Have a great night. This kind of a test right here. I'm hoping this thread holds up. And it don't discolor on me. If it discolors on me, that's because I don't have it packed tight enough. And this rod has been on the back burner for a while. So light flickering on me. Got to go. Thanks for the information and entertainment. Nice channel. Appreciate that, Mr. Timball, man. Yeah, make sure if you didn't sub, make sure you check me out, man. I'll be jumping on here. Usually late nights is when I do this, but I appreciate your company, brother. Appreciate you, man. Have a great night. Joshua says, "See you tomorrow, man." Joshua, hey, do you have a Big S Rod decal, brother? Joshua, do you have one of my decals, man? You know what I'm talking about? The old school wood, like the one on the back of the chair. Do you have one of those, Josh? And a koozie and stuff? Superman is out, boss. Laugh aloud because his phone died. Oh. Well, tell him to watch with you, Tessa. I'm gonna be on here for a little while, doing this right here, y'all. So tell him he can charge it and check back in a little while. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Oh, Superman. Put you on the big screen. That's what I'm talking about, Tessa. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I had music playing, you know. It's kind of quiet and like annoying. Believe me, I talk enough. Y'all ain't got to worry about not having no noise, but I went on here live for a little while last night, and I had some music playing in the background. I was wondering if I'd get copywritten for it, and I sure did. Which is not a big deal right now, but I don't want to, I eventually plan on getting monetized and all that stuff on here, so I can, don't want no strikes on me, I guess. If it's anything like Facebook, they'll haunt you about some copyright crap. I got to keep my hand on that thing. Burn my thread. I don't want to burn my thread up on this bad boy. I'm waiting on this blue right here to come in. I've almost ran out of it. Almost ran out of it. It darkened it up. It darkened it up a little bit, but it ain't bad. It's not bad. Compared to that, I can't really tell the difference. It's a little bit darker on there, but you can't help that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, I like when that thing gets over there. That thing's, I think it's a little bit loud. That thing's bouncing on me a lot tonight. Usually don't bounce that much. Usually don't bounce that much on me. Like that. The time it takes sometimes on this, y'all. You know what I mean? Like this right here. This is why it gets boring sometimes. Not so much on the lives. I'll talk to you, but I'll get back here sometimes, and I just got to get up and walk around some. Get down here and get a couple of rods going like I get going like this sometimes, and I'll spend a couple hours doing this. Putting color preserver on, putting epoxy on, putting color preserver on, putting epoxy on. This color preserver only takes about an hour to dry, then you can put the epoxy on, but the epoxy takes at least about 6-7 hours of spinning time to dry before you can stop spinning it. And then you need to wait about 10 hours to put another coat on, really. That's when it starts getting tedious. Yes, you're right, man. I make fishing rods, man. I make custom fishing rods. I make custom fishing rods for the average Joe. At your top quality. Yeah, man, I like a little hobby I got, man. Custom rod building. Custom rod building. When I first, about 5 or 6 years ago, in the last 5 or 6 years, there's a lot of people started getting into this. Started getting into rod building stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, really? I'm always up to try something new. How do we get in touch to purchase one? Fishing for Quality 13. That's what I'm talking about. Man, you can reach out to me, man, if you're interested in one. You can reach out to me. Not sure how on here you can I guess you can message people on here, y'all. I'm not real sure. I'm just starting to get into this YouTube thing. I got a pretty good following on Facebook. That's mainly where I do my stuff at, but I'm starting to ease over here to YouTube. I'm going to be on YouTube a lot more for these lives and doing a lot more rod building on YouTube. But I think you can message me on here. If you can reach out to me on here, man, we can talk about it. I don't build it. It's not a business. It ain't really a business. It's more of a journey. Kind of started it just to build a couple of rods for myself, and then a couple of people wanted me to build some for them, and I've built over 50 fishing rods now in the last 5 years. So it can be done. It can be done. McDowell. What's up, McDowell? Welcome back, bro. Glad you can make it, man. I'm glad to see you again, man. Appreciate you coming back in tonight, man. We're putting some color preserver on a custom fishing rod right now. Put some of this color preserver on it. Man, hope you had a great Friday, bro. Hope you had a great Friday. Is the hobby expensive? No, not really. I won't say it's expensive. If you know, when I first started 5 years ago, that's 5 years ago. I don't know how much it is now. I got a startup kit, is what it's called, from a rod building company, and it was $250. And it sent me everything I needed to build a custom fishing rod for the first time. What I have it spinning on right now is called a dryer. It comes with that. It comes with a blank. It comes with your guides. It comes with a couple of things of thread, some epoxy, stuff like this and that for you to build your first rod. And, I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, you got time in it, but you can't beat that. But once you get where I'm at, when I have everything you need to build rods and a good supply of it, it's not that expensive to build them for yourself. Once you have all the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I got all kinds of thread. I got hundreds of threads. I got a whole bunch of epoxies and marble paint colors and glues and reel seats. I got a whole bunch of stuff, so it's easier for me because I've supplied it up. But in general, to build one, it's not really that expensive if you got a pretty steady hand. Just drop my paintbrush. Ireland. Man, are you from Ireland? Is that where you're from? Ireland. Is that where you're from? I don't remember if you told me that last night. Are you from Ireland? I was waiting all night for you. I hear you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I gotta get another stick now. Be a matter of fact, we're gonna call it right here, actually. I'm not gonna put no more color preserver on right now. These other ones up here are the ones that I had up high in the air, and they're no more dirty. But we're gonna dry these up and see what this thing looks like. And we'll move along. We'll move along. Bob said he's back. Bob's back. What's up, Bob? Bob said he's back. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, what are you doing? Right now, I'm building a custom fishing rod, man. Working on custom fishing rods. That's what we're doing right in here. That's what we're doing up in here. What are you doing, brother? And don't say I'm watching some weirdo build fishing rods. Oh, man. That's what we're doing. We're building custom fishing rods. I ain't no lie. Like I always say, I'm a fisherman. I don't lie. Fishermen don't lie. I never met a fisherman that lied. Is that a spinning rod? Yeah. I'm fixing to show it to y'all. I'm fixing to give y'all a nice rundown on this rod. It's a sweet one. Yeah, it's a spinning rod. I ain't got my tape measure in here right now. I can't remember. I think I cut it to 6.5 foot. It's a 7-foot rod, but I cut it down to 6.5 foot. Customer request. The customer wanted 6.5, not quite 7. Actually, I think it came 7.6. I think I cut a whole foot off of it. Because when I get my rods, they're usually 7 foot 6 inches. Because I don't go no longer than that on a one-piece rod, because if I got to ship it and you go over 8 foot, you about to dig deep in that pocket. You're getting ready to dig real deep in that pocket, in that wallet, whatever you want to call it. Get out of there. Whee. Yeah, that color, y'all can see how it darkens it up. It gives it a real good shine on it, too. This right here is, like I said, this is a light rod. I'm pretty sure it's a moderate action. Light, moderate spinning rod. It's got the nice, I think that's called Americano grip. Boom. What we're doing is we're sealing all this thread work I've done. That's what we was just doing on here. Is we're sealing all this thread work. I'm putting a Marine decal right here, because the guy that is getting this rod is a Marine, and he wanted it to be a patriotic rod. So we did the patriotic America theme on the rod. It's going to have a Marine decal right here. It's going to have his name right here. And somewhere down here on this other side, it's going to have a nice little big-ass rod. But it's a sweet rod, y'all. He's going to do some trout fishing up there in Montana, I believe, is what he said he's going to do with it. Do you make reels too? No, I don't do the reels, man. I don't do fishing reels on there. Yes, we do. My daddy's a fisherman. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, y'all, it thickens this up. It thickens it up, but hardens it up. So now I can throw this up on my dryer up here, and I can let it sit up there for a while and do what I need to do, you know, when I get a chance. Then I can put some epoxy on it. The epoxy is what seals the deal. That's probably what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to get a little bit of epoxy out. And this rod right here is actually now, I don't want to tell y'all now, this is called the subscribers rod, but don't get that wrong now. You know what I mean? Got some awesome subscribers on my Facebook page. And we do an awesome live every week. And I've been building this fishing rod for a while. And when we get this fishing rod finished, for my subscribers on Facebook, we're going to do a drawing. And one of them bad boys is going to get this rod. Free. Well, not really free. Because, you know, on Facebook, you got to pay for your subscriptions. So they pay to subscribe to my page. And in return, since I'm an awesome fella, you know, we're going to do a nice donation. We'll call it donation. How about that? You know what I mean? We'll call it a donation. I'll give y'all a little look-see at this right here. But this rod is going to go to an awesome person that is a subscriber on Facebook. This is a nice, sweet one. I've already got one coat of epoxy on this. It's a 7'6" medium moderate spinning rod. This is the one that's got nice. It's got it all. It's got a spot for a decal right here. It's got a little bit of marble right there. It's got the chevron cross wrap is what that is. Comes right up and fades right into another nice, awesome marble job on it. That thing is sweet. That thing is sweet. Yeah. Did you ask if it glows in the dark? Hell yeah, it does. Oh. And yes, it does. Oh, crap. I almost lost y'all, I think. It does glow in the dark. Ronnie McDowell. What's up, man? What's up, man? I was fishing since I was 5. That's what I'm talking about. Good deal. Good deal. Have you made bait caster rods? I sure have. I sure have. I've made quite a few bait caster rods, man. Got one back here behind me that I built. This one right here is pretty sweet, man. I got the reel on it because I was wanting to see what it looks like. I showed this off last night too. But yeah, man, that's a custom. That's what I did. It's got a nice marble job on it, my man. Nice bait caster on that bad boy. Ooh. Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. Oh, watch out now. Watch out now. That was pretty sweet. Yeah. Oh, no. My beautiful lighting come down. Y'all be talking crap. I just put those up tonight. Y'all give me a break. You know what I mean? I'm trying to liven it up back there a little bit. You know what I mean? Give me a break. That's a nice. I built plenty of bait casters. I mainly fish bait casters. I got a couple of custom bait casters in my boat right now that have ripped a lot of lips. I'm interested in making a purchase of some of your fluids, either separately or all mixed together. I don't do anything. Really? Really? I hear you. Oh, goodness. Trying to catch back up. Sorry. God damn it. What's up? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to rename my stuff. It's me from last night. It's you from last night? What you mean you had to rename it? You know what I mean? What you mean you had to rename it? I'm not sure what you mean, man. You had to rename it? From last night. I got you. Where are you located, fisherman? I'm located in South Carolina. Right here in the lovely country of USA. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. That's what I'm talking about. We love to fish. Man, that's what I'm talking about. You fishing down there. Do you ever fish down in the bayou and stuff? You ever get around there fishing? I'd love to go fishing in Louisiana. I got my sis's old phone. I hear you. Is it morning for you? No. Not here. It's not morning time. Right now, as we speak, it's 12:32 a.m. over here on the East Coast. 12:32 a.m. I guess early morning. Yeah, I guess it would be, honestly. I lied to you. It is early morning. It is early morning. Chris. Who's calling my name out? Absolutely. We got a house going in and out all over the place, and there are tons of other canals. That's what I'm talking about for my oil gas industry. That's what I'm talking about. Sucks about winters. I can't use my new fishing rod. You can use it. You'll just freeze while you're doing it. Should have known. That's right. Chris in the house. Chris is in the house. Man, I hope you're doing good over there, bro. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing good, Chris. I gotta keep up with some of the names here and figure some of my peeps out, some of my fam from Facebook and stuff. I gotta remember y'all. Built for oil and gas business. I got you. Bristol, what are you doing? Get out of here. Nobody called you. Gotta get us a thing right here. You know, this subscriber's rod. I've done my first coat of epoxy on here, so what I'm going to do is if I have any burrs or any places where a little bit of the thread was sticking up, I'm just going to cut it off like that right there, boom. Cut the little nubs off. As long as you don't cut too deep and get on your thread, you know, once you put the next coat of epoxy on it, you'll never see your little cutouts. But if you go too deep, you'll know. Got me dehydrating here. That ain't too bad. Some are worse than others. Sometimes my thread acts a little crazy. If you ain't got a real good blade when you're cutting the thread and you're doing thread work, it can cost you. It can be annoying. I mean, it's not a big problem because you can do like I'm doing on a couple of coats and get rid of it, but it's a little extra work you got to do that, knock it out on the first one and you ain't got to worry about it. What colors should I collide with jigs? Of course, I'm making jigs for walleye. You're making jigs for walleye? What colors should you put together? Man, I don't shoot, man. You build jigs? Need to have a chartreuse in there. Or walleye on the chartreuse? I'm not real sure about that. I don't do a lot of walleye fishing. I don't have walleye here in South Carolina. I used to do a little bit of walleye fishing in Oklahoma when I lived there because we had some there, but I don't have none here. Redfish and trout. We use spinning reels. Bait casters are for fishing deep water rigs. Hauling in the pelagic monsters. I got you, man. I got you. I don't hate on open cast or bait casters. I do a lot of bass fishing, and I do a lot of bass fishing in the river, and it's good current water. It's running. It's hydro dam driven, so sometimes it gets real fast, real slow. So I got a real good fast retrieve bait caster. You know what I mean, for that heavy pull on that water. Should I use top water lures in the spring? Yeah, I do. I use the frog in the spring, man. I use that frog and pull them across them lily pads right there. I pull them right across them lily pads. Yeah, I would. I do good on top water in the springtime. Spring right on into the summer. I do good on top water here in South Carolina. You know what I mean? I forgot where you was at, Bob. Where are you at? So you are a rod maker? Yeah. Yeah. The technical term is rod builder, but it's like calling the custodian a janitor. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm just kidding, man. But yeah, man, I build custom fishing rods. Not for a living. I wish I did. I wish I lived on the coast. Right in between some coconut trees and had a little hut up there, and I did fishing rods up there made a living off it. I can do that. I wish I could. My son's got a couple more years in high school. When he graduates, I might do that. That's what I need to do. Build nice fishing rods out there for all the fishermen. I hate when sturgeons hit my jigs. They cost a good penny. I bet so, man. I bet so. Tear up your jigs, man. My wife left a note on the fridge door and said it isn't working. Not sure what she's talking about. I opened the door and the fridge is working fine. Ah! That's a good one, Bo. That's a good one. How about the rod wrapper? Man, I don't have a power wrapper. They have power wrappers, make this a lot easier. I'd like to have one, but for the amount of rods that I build, how many rods I build, and how much rod building I do, it's not worth it for me. I mean, it's not worth it for me to pay that much money. If I could get if that's what you're talking about, like a power wrapper, if I could get one, yeah, I'd do that. Things are nice, but I wrap everything by hand. What I was spinning it on here, what I have it on, all that is a dryer. It's just a chuck over there, so I can do, a little bit of epoxy work and stuff and everything. But I'd love to be able to get a power wrapper and put my epoxy on and do all that stuff. But big edge rods, I ain't got the money for that right now. said hi. What's up, man? Man, I can't even read that name. I'm sorry, brother. They once burned through all of the lines, took the rod with it. Jeez, man, that's sad news right there, brother. Caught an 8.5-foot sturgeon. Took 45 minutes to reel it in. I don't doubt that. Shoot, that's a nice fish right there. I'd like to catch a sturgeon. I've never caught a sturgeon. I've never caught a sturgeon before. Do you use cork handles? I got a one or two that I use on. I've had a couple of cork handles. You know, got quite a few. If I've done a couple, man, them things are aggravating. I'm not gonna lie. Cork handles are probably the most aggravating grips to do. Is a cork grip. They're kind of aggravating. They're nice when you get done with them and stuff, but they're annoying. They're annoying to do. You know what I mean? Like the process of it is real annoying. It's aggravating. You know. Who's to say? I'll make sure that thing ain't hot no more. That's the best way to find out if something's hot, everybody. Just grab it, okay? Sub up to the channel if you want more pro tips. Man, my thing's trying to come down again. Fixing to rip this light off the wall. Y'all about to see a side of me you don't want to see. Oh, jeez. We got a little kit right here, y'all. Of epoxy. It's called Flex Coat. It is Flex Coat. It's a 2-part. You got to mix equal parts. And that's what that's the epoxy we put on all this thread and everything to seal this thing to make it look real pretty and make it hold up to all the elements out there while you're fishing. You caught a fish once? Hey, man. That's awesome. I'm glad for you. You going to be on tomorrow? I probably will. I'll be on tomorrow night. Around the same time. I'll probably jump on about 11 o'clock. About 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably not at 11. It'll probably be more like about 11:30 tomorrow night. Because I do a Facebook Live on Saturday nights from 9 till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then after that, I'll wind down a little bit. And then I'll jump on YouTube. I've seen it. That's right, Tessa. That's right, Tessa. Oh, I'm probably not going to epoxy this whole rod. I'm going to hit a couple of spots that are going to take a few more coats than the other ones. These guides down this end of the rod to the tip top, they're not going to take near as much epoxy. Bristol, what do you want? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Do you need to go outside or something? You're doing a lot of wandering around. I'm looking for it. Trying to get what I'm fighting for. You got to go to the bathroom, girl. You go. I'll let you out. I'll let you out. All right, here we go. We're going to make a maneuver. I'm not going to mess with that yet. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's happening, brother? What's up, man? We ain't doing nothing. Building some custom fishing rods on a Friday night out here. The worst pain I felt during catfishing is if spine stub you in your hand. I've been stuck by them before, man. You know what they say when you do that? Dang autocorrect. It's all right, man. Y'all, I've got so used to reading chats, and I've got so used to reading all these things that I'll autocorrect it for you. I'll sit there and be reading it, and I'll just put the word in for you. I'll automatically put it in. Kenny said that's his rod. We're going to win it on the subscribers. Man, I hope y'all do. I hope y'all do. I sure hope y'all do. I'm rooting for you. I'm in Maine. Love to fish. Maine? Up there in Maine. What's fishing? What's the fishing like in Maine? I've never been to Maine. What's the fishing like up there? That's what's up. That's what I want to know. What's fishing like? Not right now, particularly, you know, in the winter months or whatever, but in general, what's the fishing like up there in Maine? I'm nosy. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Get hit in the crotch by a fish. I've been there. I've been there and done it. I've been there and done it. Lots of trout, pike, bass, smallies, and large pickerel, salmon. Jeez, Lewis. That's what I'm talking about. Sounds like my kind of place. Are you Jack Black? You're number 3 or 4. You're number 3 or 4 tonight alone that's asked me if I'm Jack Black. You're probably the 500th person in my life that's asking me if I'm Jack, or, you know, joking around. Everybody knows I'm not Jack Black. But like my man said earlier, this ain't a school of rock. This is a school of fish. All right? And I'm here to learn you how to build a fishing rod. This ain't school of rock. This school of fish. We got a 2-part epoxy we're getting ready to put together, and we're going to sit here, and we're going to mix this stuff for 5 minutes. We ain't going to mix it for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to mix it for 5 minutes straight, because if you don't, you'll wish you had. First pro tip of epoxy. Get your measurements right and agitate it for 5 minutes, no less. Tessa, y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Appreciate y'all joining me. In 1 2.5 hour live, I've caught 56 yellow perch jigging at the bottom. Lewis, what do you mean live? What do you mean live, man? You go live? What do you do? Go live on here? You go live on YouTube as well? Have a great night. Greetings from Argentina School of Fish. That's awesome. Argentina. That's what I'm talking about. Sub up to the page. I'll get you a sub back. I'll hit sub back to you. What's it like in Argentina? You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. Y'all, please make sure you do sub. Sub up to the page. I jump on here quite a bit. Usually quite a few times. Definitely during the weekend. A couple times during the week. I get on here and shoot the breeze and build fishing rods. So if you're enjoying yourself, hit that sub. Live on YouTube. Lewis, I'll check you out, man. I'll check you out because, you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff goes on here in the YouTube lives. We all know that. We all know that. I'm kind of new to the YouTube live, getting going on my stuff, you know, and I ain't never seen some lives like here on YouTube. Jack Black. Just like I said, I'm Jack. This ain't the school of rocks. This is the school of fish. This is the school of fish, not the school of rock. Oh, Jack Black. You know what I do with this? Every time you're supposed to use the equal amount on this for your epoxy, for your rod building. But somehow I always end up with one having a little less than the other. So that only tells me one thing. Either one bottle has got more than the other, or I'm not getting my mixture right. And I'm putting my money on the fact that it's the bottle because I'm pretty perfect. Just saying. Perch fishing. Perch fishing. That's good eating right there. My school is doing a fishing class. What is that? Okay. What do you mean your school's doing a fishing class? What does that mean, man? Because I don't ever recall a fishing class in my school. Enlighten me, brother. Because you know what I'm saying? It'll just be something else that y'all are doing in schools nowadays. And we didn't have the luxury of back then. We was deprived. Fishing class. What's a fishing class? I know now they do tournament fishing in school and stuff, things like that too, and that's ridiculous. Really pisses me off because that's what I wanted to do when I was in high school. You know what I mean? I use lots of crappie jigs, baits, jig baits. He's on YouTube. I'll have to check it out, man. Hey, from Wyoming. What rod are we building? I'm working on a 7-foot 6 spinning rod. It's a medium moderate. We a bass fishing rod. Got a nice we get ready to put some epoxy on this thing right now. That's what we're about to do. This thing. Welcome. How's it in Wyoming right now? I'd love to check out Wyoming too, man. Wyoming, I bet you that's awesome land over there. I bet you it looks awesome over there. Thomas, what's up? Welcome, Thomas. Welcome, my man. Hey, from Lake Superior, you got ice fishing rods up in your neck of the woods? Man, I've built an ice fishing rod before. I've built an ice fishing rod, and I can build ice fishing rods, but I ain't got no ice up here in South Carolina, brother. You know what I mean? So, Lake Superior, that's what I'm talking about. I've built them before, but I don't have any. I don't own any. I ain't got no ice. That ice don't get thick enough here. I'll tell you what, we lucky to get any ice, period, here in South Carolina. We're lucky to get any ice. I'd have passed with flying colors in fishing class. That's me too. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I barely got by in most of my classes. If they were fishing classes, I'd have been straight A student. I'd have been a straight A student. That is exactly right. Okay, like done. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit that sub button. Hit that sub button there. Appreciate that. My knuckles are really bruised. Well, I must have missed your other comment, man. I don't even know what you're talking about. What you mean your knuckles are bruised? What happened to your knuckles, man? I missed that comment. What is that right there? What are those? What are those things right there? Pujavis. Is that? Am I saying that right? Hey, don't take offense to that now. I might be saying that wrong. What is that you sent in the chat there? I'm not even sure what that is. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, but I'm not sure what that is, man. I've never seen that before. I'm new to this YouTube, y'all. So bear with me. I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I do a lot of lives, y'all. I've been doing lives for over a year now. I do lives on Facebook. But I'm just getting into this YouTube live stuff. Uh-oh, I'm missing stuff. I'll miss this chat. I better quit. I need to quit touching the screen. The reason is because I got in a fight. Hey, I hear you, brother. You need to quit fighting. You need to quit fighting. All right? Take it from me. All right? It ain't going to get you nowhere in life. I guess it depends on what it's for, huh? Crappy Man Jigs is from South Carolina. That's his channel name too. Owns a bait shop. Crappy Man. It's called Crappy Man? I'm going to have to look that up. Is it spelled like that? C-R-A-P-P-Y? Crappy? Or is it C? Is that how it's spelling? I'll check them out. Here in South Carolina, that's where I'm at. Do you tie flies? I don't tie flies, man. I just do fishing rods. I know a lot of people that do. I know a lot of people that tie jigs and flies and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Are you Muslim? No, sir. No, sir. He drew first blood. I got you, man. Hey, I don't blame nobody. You got to protect yourself. Let's teach my son the same thing. He doesn't start nothing, but let me see here. Make sure I'm doing it right. Make sure I'm doing the right formula here. There we go. We'll do it like that. We got to mix this for 5 minutes, y'all. We got to mix this for 5 minutes. Do you have a PB on the wall behind you? No? No? Oh, PB, yes. Yeah, it's a 9-pound crappie. Look at it. It ain't 9 pounds. It ain't 9 pounds. About 2 pounds. About a 2-pound crappie. Yeah, he has an awesome channel. I'll have to check him out, Lewis. I'll have to check him out. Nice. Have you ever made some trolling rods before? I have. I've made a few trolling rods. They're expensive, man. It's expensive to make trolling rods, especially if you're talking about deep sea. It was the second and third blood I object to first, okay? He's Jack Black. Jack Black. They are good eating. That one was good eating too. That one was good eating too. That joker hit the grease. That joker hit the grease. Yeah, it is a nice crappie. Appreciate it. That gotta set my timer. Got me a little pad over here. I gotta set a timer for a few minutes, y'all. Give me just a minute here. Set this timer. For 5 minutes. We got a deep lake up here in Superior. We fish for 100 foot, 500. Man, that's crazy right there. That is wild. Woo. Nice crappie. Do you build fly rods? I've never built a fly rod. I can build a fly rod. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it gets pretty tedious on them things. You know what I mean? I got every bit of confidence I can build a fly rod. I just never have put my hands on one and built one. I've built 50 rods in the 5 years I've been building custom rods, but I've never done a fly rod. It's $12. Huh. Just for trout. I hear that. I hear that. Michael, what's up? Doing good, man. I'm doing good. We just in here shooting the breeze, man, and building some custom fishing rods, my man, on a Friday night. It's actually a Saturday morning now, ain't it? Still Friday night. I still call it Friday night. Till I go to bed. It's Friday night till I go to bed. When I wake up tomorrow, it's Saturday. I've never seen people fly fish for crappie. Man, y'all, people fly fishing for everything now. You know what I'm saying? People are fly fishing for largemouth. They're fly fishing for everything now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. Friday somewhere. Is it already 1 a.m.? Jeez. 11:59. You must be in the Central Time. You must be in Central Time, my man. I'm on Eastern Time. Just like old Michael there. Obviously, I think it looks like Michael's on Eastern Time too. What's up? Can't even see that name. I can't even see that name. I'm blind. Do you just make rods or other things as well? Really, it's just fishing rods is all I make, really. That's really the only thing I really make, man, is fishing rods. I can make anything. But, you know what I mean? I just do the fishing rods, really. Y'all crazy. Some of these chats get crazy. Some of y'all's comments. Some people jump in the chat and comment some crazy stuff, ain't it? That's nice and art. Looking forward to seeing the process, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. It's boring right now. I got to spin this stuff for 5 minutes. I got about another minute and a half left. Then I'm gonna put a coat on here. No. And the rod we're really keeping up with is our blue rod up there, our ugly stick. We're transforming it. That's the main live on this. This is the one I'm gonna keep up with on this. I'll show it before I get off here in the end. I might start a YouTube channel soon. Go for it, man. Go for it. I would do it. I'll do it. I'd do it. You start a channel, I'll sub to you. I'll sub to you right now. I'll sub everybody in here. Everybody, y'all sub me, I'll sub you. I'll return the sub. And if I don't return the sub, you can come back on the page and remind me. I got a lot of social media platforms and all kinds of stuff going on, y'all. I'm just getting into the YouTube, so. Yeah. Oh. Froze up on us for a minute. Y'all still with me? I hope I didn't lose y'all. Everything went away for just a minute. Y'all still with me? I think I might have lost y'all. Yeah. Yes, okay, the comments. I think I froze up for a minute. Something happened there. My internet must have went out for a minute. My internet must have went out for a minute. Always wanted to build a rod. It's expensive to get into. I can't really answer that question now because whenever I first started, you could get a rod building kit, everything you need in the same kit. One kit, one price. You get everything you need to build a fishing rod for about $250. That was 5 years ago. I don't know what they are now because I bought that kit and I never looked back. You know what I mean? After that, I started buying supplies, you know. I got a couple of wrappers, dry rod wrappers. I got a nice rack on the wall for drying. I mean, that's just upgrades though. So as far as what the guide costs, I don't know. When I get off here, I'll look it up. When I get on here again, because I have quite a few people asking me that question, I'm going to find out exactly what the price is. But I guarantee you, when you get off here tonight or when you think about it, go to Mudhole, MUDHOLE.com and check them out. They got starter kits on there, and you can look them up on there. That's where I got mine from 5 years ago. That was $250 then. Y'all know how things have happened. Y'all know what's happened in the last 5 years. So there ain't no telling. They don't tell how much it is now. Y'all excuse that whining over there. That's my motor's probably getting ready to go out on my spinner here. I'm going to be replacing it soon. He said he'll look it up. Ronnie said he'll look it up right now. Yeah, man, check it out. Mudhole.com. It's a rod building starter kit. I don't know how much it is. It was about $200 when I got it. How do you make your rods? You get blanks and customize them fully? I sure do. I sure do. I start all the way from the blank, you know. Show you real quick. This is what it looks like when I get it. It ain't nothing but a stick. That's what they look like. Start with a stick. Looks like a full stick. And then I do custom grips. I got a lay. I cut them, sand them, shape them, all the grips. Put the reel seat on. Put all the guides on. Yeah, I do it from scratch. I do it from the bottom up. Thanks, man. I'll check it out. Definitely check it out, man. I encourage anybody to get into rod building. You know what I mean? I encourage anybody to get into rod building. Maybe I missed your answer. Is that your full-time job? Absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not. I do this for a hobby on the weekends and in the evenings. I do plumbing for a living, my man. Boy, I wish I could do this for a living, though. I wish I could. I'm kind of slow roller with this. I do it when I can. When I get time, I do it, you know, in the evenings and the weekends. It's an awesome hobby, though. If I could make a living off it, woo, I'd do it. Do you prefer a company for blanks? The best blank that I can tell you out there is a Batson Rain Shadow. That's the best blank they got out there. Batson Enterprises. It's Rain Shadow. But budget friendly. These blanks right here are at Mudhole. They're the OME Custom Rod Builder blanks. They're pretty nice. They're really nice. I'm a commercial roofing foreman myself. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. That's right. That's what I do. I do plumbing. I do plumbing for a living. Yeah, I wish I could do this right here and just make a living off it, man. Woo-wee. If I made a living off of rod building, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. We're putting this another nice thin coat of epoxy on this thread work is what I'm doing right now. We're leaving it right here for a decal. That's going to be a nice decal for somebody. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Y'all didn't see that. Can you make it as a business making rods? Man, not fully custom rods. You got not fully custom rods. It takes too much time. Too much time and effort. If I wanted to do a production rod, maybe. If I wanted to get, you know, some big company involved that could just make these, you know, come up with a couple of designs yourself, and then get somebody that can mass produce them for you. You know what I mean? You could do it that way, but you can't do it on, like the way I do it. I hand wrap all my rods. I don't use a power wrap or nothing, so man, it's not feasible. Not make any money off of it. You wouldn't be able to make no money. I'd imagine if you got your name out there, you could maybe get by. You're not gonna get rich though. You might get by doing it. If you got power wrappers, you got a good clientele, you know. You could turn. If you really did this full time, you could turn a fishing rod. You could build a fishing rod in close to a week. If there ain't a whole lot of details on it. Just a basic fishing rod. Not like this. This has got a little more to detail on it. Y'all, I'm sorry I'm missing a lot on here. I sold a makeshift table for $120. Makeshift table. Dang, dude. That's awesome. Oak, that's good wood right there, man. Good. Oak's good. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all, if you ask me a question in the chat there and I don't answer you, it ain't because I'm ignoring you. It could be. It depends on who you are. But I try to answer all the questions I can. I miss some. So if you have a question or something like that and I missed it, y'all, you know, ask again. Oakwood. This doesn't seem like she's... Nah, not quite, Bubba. Not quite. No, sir. I think they might like to fish, man. I don't know. Them, they're, us, are. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, whatever. I don't know. Rabbit Man Jig started a small on YouTube and now has a big channel. He does full-time work. That's awesome. I'd love to do content full-time. If I could blow up on YouTube and Facebook and stuff, doing stuff like this, you know, where I could make content money while I was building the fishing rods and still sell fishing rods, you could probably make a pretty good living. And to be honest, my ultimate goal would be to build fishing rods for a living and, you know, do content creation while I'm doing it like this. I do a lot of fishing. I film all my fishing. I film a lot of fishing trips that I take and fishing with my custom rods and stuff. So I also post those as well, you know. But those don't get a lot of views, so they're obviously not the coolest videos, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But yeah, the ultimate thing would be to do that. You know what I'm saying? Make custom rods and be able to live a decent life. If I can live a decent life like I do now, I mean, I live a decent life. I ain't got a great life, but I live a decent life. If I could get by with that without being a plumber and do it on this and stuff and everything, I would. But it's hard to see myself depending on social media for a living. You know what I mean? Because it's like on here last night, I was playing music in the background. I got copyrighted. That's all you got to do, and you can lose everything. You know what I mean? So, I guess that's one of the downfalls of it. Oh, I'm going to put a little block on it. All this has to be covered in epoxy too, but we ain't getting into that right now. We're not getting into all that right now. Do you know onion? Nah. You got this, brother. You likable enough. Man, you never know. You never know, man. I appreciate that. I'd love to do it now. I'd do it. I'd take the risk and do it. You know what I mean? I'd take the risk and do it because I've never had a problem finding a job. I mean, I've done plumbing, HVAC. I've done all kinds of things. I can always find a job. But if I can hit big, you know, give me a couple mil in a few years, man. I ain't going to have to work no more. I ain't going to have to work no more. All right, I got to make a movement right here. I got to get this thing moving a little bit. Got to make a move right here, y'all. Got a little more epoxy to put on. There we go. I won't want to hit that. We're going to go one more back to right there. There we go. Y'all see me reverse sides on that? I can switch directions. Did you want a job? You want to drive and change your red light bulbs 200 foot off the ground, $4,500 pop. I tell you what, you know, I've looked into that before. I've seen stuff like that. But And I'd love to do it. But the older I get, the higher off the ground I get, the worse it is. God. Do you know JBT? You talking about the creator on here? JBT? The guy that fishes a lot of lives? I know him. I know who y'all talking about. I'm glad I found this channel, man. I'm glad you did too, Ron. I'm glad you did too, man. Thought I saw you in the chat on his live. Yeah, man, you did. You sure did. Yeah, you sure did, man. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I like that guy. I like JBT. I'm 492 pounds and I'll do it 24/7. Man, you know, if I was locked in to make $4,500 per light, I'll tell you what, I'd try. I'd give it a shot. I ain't gonna say I'd be able to do it, but I'd give it a shot. I'd definitely give it a shot. I ain't gonna say I'd do it. I might come right on back down. But man, I'd have to try. There ain't no way I'd leave that money on the table. I wouldn't just walk away and say, nah, I'm good. Heck no, hell no. I'd be like, give me about 10 minutes and then I'll be back. Let me try. Have a blessed day. Jeremy, you have one too, man. Hit that sub button, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm also always on Skipjack. Cindy's always on Skipjack Cindy's channel. I don't think I know that one. There. You know the outdoor channel with... No, I'm not familiar with that one. I might be, but I'm not. I don't recall what you off the bat there. What you're saying? I'm not sure about all that. I don't recall it. I don't recall that. I saw you got a use on SJC's page. I'm not sure whose page is that. I might not know the initials, Bubba. Chris. I might not be just familiar with the initials you're using there. Yeah, the house I've been in, it was 3,000 square foot. I got a 40,000 for kilometer, 3,000 nuclear boiler. Huh. Yeah, I am the one, the racing ducks Dota. What's that mean? Oh, Skipjack Cindy, I got you. I don't recall, but I might have been on there. Was I on there? A lure shaped like a grenade. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Chris, did you see me on her page? You might be bullshitting with me though. You might be messing with me. I'm trying to recall who that is. I'm trying to recall who that is. I'm trying to recall who that is. Not sure if I've been on her page or not. I might have though. It's possible that I have. It's very possible. Very possible. No, I saw. Oh, okay. I got you. Bob's back again. Hank Parker, man. I've met Hank Parker a few times. I've met Hank Parker a couple of times. Don't try this at home. Whee. We'll try that at home, y'all. Glad you're back, Bob. Glad you made it back, man. Glad you made it back, brother. We're going to do one more guide right here. And that's going to be enough for my epoxy right now. I didn't make a whole lot of this up. And I'm going to pour some over here. I'm going to make me a medallion. I'm going to make me another medallion. Y'all see how streamy that's getting? I only got about one more left. I got to talking to y'all too much. Y'all been talking to me too much and my epoxy's gotten a little thick. See that? It won't even drip off there. Y'all made me let my epoxy get thick. This will be my last guide I'm going to do anyway. It's going to get too thick on me. It's getting a little too thick on me. You got about, I wouldn't go much more than about 20 minutes, and this stuff's going to get a little too thick to work with. It won't level out. It won't get level on you. That's why I'm spinning it. If I stop this thing from spinning right now, this stuff will just start dripping off here like rain. You got to spin it like this. Once I do this, I'm going to throw it up here on this dryer up here for at least 8 hours. Max, what's up, man? Vegas? Bex, that's what I'm talking about. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Sorry, we will shut up. Hey, nah. If you believe that, hey, y'all can shut up, but I won't. Yeah, I did half the talking. Need to get some more Rockin' P jigs. I'm gonna get some more, man. I'm getting some more of those, Chris. My wife threw a bass pond in the backyard and was just wondering, can you think and add coins to that cool koi fish pond? Coins to the koi fish pond. Y'all, I went to a guy's house here in South Carolina, here where I live at, and he had a koi fish pond. He come from Ohio. This guy drove 10 hours down here from Ohio with these things in these 55 Tupperware totes. Okay? These big old koi fish. Some of them were 25 years old. I didn't know koi fish got that old. I didn't know koi fish got 25 years old. I didn't know that. You know? I did not know that. This is supposed to be the brightest glow in the dark resin pigment that you can purchase right now. Give me just a minute, y'all. I'm putting this up here to dry for a little while. Get it out of my way. Get it out of my way for a minute. Once I made a highly corrosive metal eater. Man, what was you using that for? The oldest record koi fish was Hanako koi in Japan, who reported 226 years old. Damn. So, so what you're saying is 25 years old is young. Lake Norman has koi fish in it, and it's in North Carolina. Really? I know it's. I know. Lake Norman's in North Carolina, but I didn't know it had koi fish in it. I wonder how y'all make your steaks. I make mine medium rare, brother. My steaks are always medium rare. Oh, steaks are always medium rare, my brother. To everyone their own, though. That's highly glow in the dark. That's highly glow in the dark epoxy resin. Lewis said, I guess that's what I'm saying. What you saying, brother? Still halfway walking around the pasture. I hear you, man. I hear you. Might be able to get my cross in here. Do you ever think I've pulled my cross out? Where's my cross at? I was using it. I wonder where it went. Highly, it glows quite a bit in the dark. How have you been? I've been good, man. They're actually dangerous species that somebody threw in, man, I guess. They were somebody's pet and just started multiplying in there. Yeah, they'll take off if you let them. They'll take off if you let them. Now I've been doing good. I've been doing good, Max. I have been doing good. You know what? I got copyrighted last night. They copyrighted me on here last night, man. Kind of pissed me off a little bit. Which I figured they would. I wasn't worried about it. I figured they would. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I figured they'd do to us. I figured they'd copyright us anyway. Sons of guns. Yeah, it was because of the music. It ain't no big deal. I figured they would anyway. I was trying to get a feel for it. I know Facebook will hit you real quick. Facebook will shut your live down, like it'll end it. You know what I mean? They didn't end that live. It's just saying it's going to restrict it. Partially blocked or something like that. I don't know. Good lure. I got some glow-in-the-dark lures. Got quite a few in here. Ooh, that thing's awfully close to my rod. Let me check it. Okay, move it around a little bit. I have to fix that in a minute. Don't want that falling on my rod. Woo-wee. Been on here for 2 hours. Country always gets copyrights on YouTube, do they? What time is it for me right now? Shit, I gotta look. I think it's after 1. It's almost 1:30. It's almost time for me to wrap this up. You know what I mean? We're going to get ready to wrap this live up. Y'all been on here for a while building rods and stuff. I'm going to dim some lights down. I'm going to show y'all something pretty cool before I get off here. I'll show y'all what this glow in the dark right here looks like. I'll dim the lights down before we get off here and show y'all that. It's pretty cool. It's the most brightest, pretty bright. It's supposed to be the brightest you can get. It's supposed to be the brightest you can get right now, you know. I'm not sure if it is or not. They probably got something a little brighter nowadays and all. You'll turn the light down a little bit low. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It glows pretty good. I'll show y'all what I do with these little medallion things real quick too. Show y'all what I do with my epoxy when I get done with it. What I like to do to it. I'll show y'all. instead of wasting it when it gets in the bottom of the, instead of throwing it out and wasting it, you know, I like to make little medallions. I'm happy I was able to check in before the ending of the stream. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you, dude. Glad you came across. Man, I'm glad you are, too. I'll be on tomorrow night, too, y'all. I'll be on tomorrow night, too. Y'all, the screen's going to go black for a minute. Y'all just bear with me. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to show y'all this real quick. Boom, y'all. That's some glow in the dark right there, ain't it? That's the epoxy we was just using right here. It glows in the dark. That stuff glows in the dark pretty good, y'all. If you ask me. And then at the bottom of them, I just make these little medallions. Sometimes I put a little cross in it. You know, that's the bottom of one. I just take the bottom of it and throw something in it. It's not always a cross, you know. Sometimes I do other things. Sometimes I put hooks in there. Sometimes I put all, there ain't no telling what I'll put in it. You know what I mean? But that's that glow in the dark. That stuff's nice. That glow in the dark's pretty good. Yo, glow in the dark, it's bright enough. And that rod, y'all watch y'all's eyes. I'm about to turn this light back on. And that rod we was just putting that epoxy on, y'all, glows in the dark like that. Once I get these lives here down the road, once I get a couple of good epoxy coats on that, I'll go on a live here and we'll get the lights dim like that, and I'll show y'all what that rod looks like when it's glowing in the dark. It's sick. It is sick when it glows in the dark like that. Watch y'all's eyes again. It's gonna get a little bit bright. Where can I find that glow in the dark epoxy? It's not an epoxy now. You have to get the epoxy. This is a powder pigment. All right. And God, it's been, man, I've had that for quite a while. That's why I'm not sure if it's still the brightest yet. They might have a brighter one on the market right now. So I can't really vouch for that, but man. Lit. It's called Lit. L-I-T. If you look up Lit, L-I-T, L-I-T, I don't know if it's .com on there or not. You know what I mean? I don't know if you put .com, but I know it's L-I-T. It's called Lit. It's called Lit. Is what it is. You know, that epoxy, that is nice, man. It is nice. It is nice. The only problem with that epoxy is I gotta add green to it. You know, I gotta add green to it. If not, it looks like that on the rod, and it's not real. It don't look real great on the rod by itself. It's gotta have a little green added to it. But I will show y'all that rod one night on here, how it looks, man. That thing's sweet with all that epoxy glowing in the dark like that. You know what I mean? But y'all, I've been on here for 2 hours, everybody. We're going to wrap this live up. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Y'all rocked the live out. I enjoyed myself tonight. If y'all are on Facebook, check me out. BigSrod's on Facebook. I go live on there on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. So, if you want to see a real energetic live, a real wild and crazy live, go over there and check that one out. I'd definitely check you out. If not, jump back on here about 11:30 or so tomorrow night. I'll be back on here doing the same thing, y'all. They sell it on Amazon for $9, do they? Good deal, man. That's good. I bought it direct from the factory when I got it a while back. But when I got it, I think they was just getting, maybe they might have not been just getting set off. There's different colors. You can do glow-in-the-dark blue, green, red, I think. Bex, appreciate you joining in, man. Appreciate you joining in. Check me out tomorrow night, man. Check me out tomorrow night, man. I subbed. Hope to catch you again soon. Definitely, man. I'll sub you up, and I'm going to check out that jig maker you was talking about, too, man. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Good stuff. Got a new sub. Dylan, man, I appreciate that. I'll sub you back, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love. Like I said, y'all, we'll jump back on here tomorrow night, Saturday night. We'll rock it out again. I'll have some more rods. I got some more. Put another coat on that. I got a couple other things. I need to do some rods, man. Hang out with y'all and do that. How do you make a fish not smell? Tell me, Pete, before we close the live down. How do you make a fish not smell? Let us know, Pete. Let us know. Tell us before we shut it down. Have a good night, Lewis, man. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Like I said, we'll jump back on here. 11 p.m. or so, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's on the East Coast, everybody. Rub the smell off it. Have a good one, Dylan, man. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. All right, Pete. I'm waiting for you, man. Don't leave me hanging, Pete. Come on now. Y'all, like I said, 11:30 tomorrow night. We'll be back on here doing the same old, everybody. All right? I'm going to have a good night. Y'all have a great weekend. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow, all right? We're going to wrap this live up. Until next time, BigSrod's going to sign off, everybody.